On the wing, Wade is covering, and the foul on Dwayne Wade. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hornets making a change here. Rondo's checked in. right around 3 minutes into the second half. Anderson against Hayward. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Anderson. And it's Wade with the ball for the Charlotte Hornets.
And watching Kyle Anderson, Greg Popovich once stated he's not what you'd call a typical NBA athlete.
AGA hence the nickname Slow-Mo because he plays at a deliberate pace. He has tremendous skills, a high basketball IQ. He has improved defensively. He's a jack of all trades.
Anderson outside, 5 to shoot, to the middle, Hibbert. Anderson trying to free himself up, and it's Hibbert missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
D. Wade, considered one of the best in the open court, he still has the tools.
Now here's Richardson, outside Curry. His three-pointer's off the mark. And it's the Hornets' ball. They're on a 13-4 run. On its way from Hayward for 2. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Hayward's got his second bucket of the night.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed. Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Rondo against Curry. Hayward, Hibbert pulls it in. Lakers trail by 11. Curry is inside. Wade is covering. Banked in off the glass. Wade's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Okay, D. Wade. He's played a physical brand of basketball his entire career.
Dwayne Wade, he's been the guy making things happen for the Charlotte Hornets. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Smith. Bryant is out there with Richardson. Then it's Elliott, and it's Hibbert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Entering the league, this is where Hayward had to improve, and he has. Tremendous touch now from range.
Richardson kicks to Bryant. And stolen by Hayward. And now Hayward pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Lays it in off the breakaway. And the Hornets lead by 18.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Pass to Bryant. Over Hayward. Hornets with the rebound.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
Los Angeles has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Pass to Duncan. Kicks it to Hayward. Here's Wade. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 3 assists now in this one.
Ever since halftime, he's had his eyes on the basket and just crushing it right now.
Here's Wade. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Some changes for the Lakers. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Hibbert. And it's Conley in for Richardson. Jackson, he's checked in for Charlotte. That's good from Wade. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Hornets leading by 20. To the right side. Nowitzki against Smith. Nowitzki, the pass to Wade. Here's Duncan. No good off the back of the rim.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's where Conley is most dangerous. Just amazing quickness on his way to the rack.
Wade passes to Duncan. Duncan drawing the double team. And there's the pass to Jackson. A three-pointer off the mark. Lakers trail by 18. Right side, Conley. Over Wade. Conley's shot is off. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Hornets.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Dwayne Wade.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Jackson against Kobe. Wade kicks to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. But they get it back. Here's Duncan, and they convert it last on attempt number 3.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Here's Duncan. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Charlotte, Tim Duncan, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Duncan. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Conley. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Curry. And Anderson has it in the corner. And good that time.
Way to convert through contact.
Your top plays have kept us in awe all this year. Now it comes down to this, the top plays of the year and a 1 million VC award. You ready to make a VC millionaire? Let's see the 4 plays you selected to compete. In the fall, your first
Welcome, everybody. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, we've got Brown. Frazier is out there with Allen Iverson. Then it's Walton. And it's Thurman in its center. And for the 76ers, Tony Allen is out there with Tony Parker. Then it's O'Neal. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Gasol at the 4-man position. Now here's Frazier. Pass to Iverson. All right, Clark, old school lineups tonight. Both sides anchored by great pivot men.
Kevin, I can hear the excitement in your voice, man, and I share that excitement when you see big guys that can go at it in old school fashion. I love seeing that because we don't see it that much these days with all of the three-point shooting. We get to see big guys going to work in the paint. I love it.
Parker left side. And the first shot of the night for him missing. The Jazz have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Iverson against Butler. And Iverson throws it down.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
Now, here's Parker. Trying to get open as Shaq. And the shot is good.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Jazz have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Frazier, the pass to Thurman. Here's Brown. Some solid defense from Butler.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
And Jason Tatum, he got a lot of the pub last year, and deservedly so. But Jaylen Brown made monstrous strides as well, especially when it came to efficiency.
And here is Iverson following the three-pointer by Tony Parker. Iverson with the ball. He's picked up by O'Neal. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Free throw good. Iverson.
I don't know if we've seen a tougher player pound for pound than Allen Iverson. I mean, you can knock him around, but he's always going to bounce back up.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Brown feeling it out a bit. Good. Great play set up by Frazier.
Give credit to the defense. They were right there on Brown. Ultimately, though, he's too smart and too confident near the hoop to have any effect.
And Shaq with the slam.
And how about the reach of O'Neal there? A huge target for his teammates on these alley-oops.
On the wing, Brown. Defended by Butler. Here's Thurman. And that one goes long.
Boy, great effort on defense there against the guy who typically makes that.
And it's blocked by Brown. And the Jazz pushing it up now. And Walton throws it down.
And AI, Allen Iverson, does more than just shoot the ball. He also has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Shaq dishing to Parker. 1:53 left in the first quarter.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Allen against Frazier. Good on the shot. Here's Allen. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Passes to Butler. Back to Allen. Down low. It's Butler that time on the assist by Allen.
It's clear that Butler feels confident shooting down low. I mean, he's got the strength and touch to dominate in there.
Iverson against Allen. From the stripe. Iverson no good. The 76ers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Allen, just an incredible defender. Has a grit and grind mentality and uses his speed and strong hands to just annoy offensive players. Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And some changes here for the 76ers. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Gasol. Finley comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Price in for Parker. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Sampson's checked in. Blake Griffin comes in for Walton. Michael Redd's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Oladipo in for Allen Iverson. And Allen drops them both. Here is Frazier. 54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Griffin. Oladipo outside. 6 to shoot. Now the pass to Redd. For the 3. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Griffin.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
Now here's Price. Pass to Finley. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by O'Neal.
And that's about maximum range for an alley-oop, guys. It's got to be.
That's just crazy. Absolutely nuts.
And how high did he have to go to make that catch? Scintillating.
Passes it to Griffin. Over Clark.
a beast defensively. Clark's reach and high motor is what makes him effective at blocking shots.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. 76ers lead by 2. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
The 76ers lead. Clark is out there with Finley. There's Davis. Then there's Price. And it's O'Neal in at the 5. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Now Red, following the three-point attempt by Mark Price. Michael Red, good for 3. Red's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Jazz.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's Sampson. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Griffin. 6 on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Oladipo for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. O'Neal's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Baron Davis with the finish.
And how about O'Neal zipping passes over to his guys, using that height to find open teammates.
Price against Oladipo. It's tipped and stolen by Price. They're running. Goes up the baseline. No good from Clark. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. It's a 3-point game. Now here is Red. Defense is right there. Back to Griffin. Drops in the layup for 2. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong, I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Shaq. Gasol comes in for Brandon Clark. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Michael Finley. And Tony Parker subbed in for Price. Outside, Davis. Nailed from three-point land. Davis has got the lead up to 4 now for Philadelphia. And here is Walton. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Oh, here's Parker. Here's Butler. Knocks it loose. Gasol passes to Butler, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Allen Iverson.
And, you know, Butler thinks the game as well as he plays it. He's a smart player. I like how he uses the pump fake to draw the contact.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
That free throw good from Butler.
And guys, I think Jimmy Butler has all the tools you could want in a two-way player. He's an excellent defender, and he also can score the ball from just about anywhere.
And the Jazz making a change here. Frazier's checked in. And so Butler nails both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Iverson against Parker. Right at the free throw line. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Allen Iverson. The pass to Adebayo. Back to Parker. The dish now to Gasol. And Walton sends it back.
And how about the anticipation and timing? You know, we talk about Walton's offense. How about the defense, though, he provides for this team?
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap. Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Now, here's Parker. Gasol. And it's blocked. And he keeps control of the ball. And Allen Iverson, the bucket, the assist by Walton. And 11 points for Iverson. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Utah.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually, have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
No good from Gasol. And here's Utah. They've got an 8-0 run. Here's Walton, and Walton throws it down.
Boy, Brown, not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Some changes for Philadelphia. O'Neal's checked in for Adebayo. And Tony Allen subbed in for Baron Davis. 29 seconds left to play here in the half. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And Parker's just extremely clever at getting fouls off those kinds of shots.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shoot two.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, and Parker just puts so much pressure on your defense with his speed, and he's made a living out of doing that.
He hits both from the stripe.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
And Iverson gets it to go. Outside Butler. And we'll be right back after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that first half, fellas? Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. They turned it on in the second quarter, and instead of staring at a halftime deficit, they've got a 4-point lead. What did you think about Utah, Kenny?
They put on a rebounding clinic in the first half. Boxing out, reacting quickly when those shots go up, and solid fundamentals that have them in good shape at the half.
Shaq, what did you think about Philadelphia?
Well, they need to turn the heat up on D. Too often we saw them back on the hill, not dictating the pace. They allowed a shooting percentage in the high 50s. Remind me of my free throw percentage, the high 50s. Come on, guys.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What a game we're seeing from Allen Iverson.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points and close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Jazz. They've got Frazier. Walton is out there with Brown. Then there's Allen Iverson. And it's Thurman in at the 5 spot.
Boy, nobody wants to get in his way when he's this deep. Watch out.
To the left wing. Thurman passes to Frazier. He kicks to Walton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats.
Take a break.
And so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
You know, one of the most complete bigs in the game. Walton can do everything for you at both ends of the floor.
So Walton nails both of them. The 76ers trail by 4. Pass to O'Neal. Kicks to Butler. Gasol deciding where to go with it. He lobs it up. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And they double up Iverson. Passes it to Brown. Lets it go from deep. They get the rebound. The kick out to Frazier. Allen against Iverson. Shot clock at 5. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And Utah making a change here. Reds checked in. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
to Frazier. Clock at 6. Here's Thurman. Good. Great play set up by Frazier. Thurman's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, you know, we know this about Frazier. Tremendously creative, both as a scorer and as a playmaker.
Parker against Frazier. A nice shot by Gasol.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
There's the pass to Red. The Jazz working the ball around now. Back to Frazier. Iverson against Allen. And that one's good, Iverson. Iverson's got 15.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Shaq. 8 points for him. And Walton sends it back. To the paint. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Red against Shaq. And that one drops for him. O'Neal's got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, it takes a lot to knock O'Neal off balance. A massive player who just fends off the D with ease.
And they double up Iverson. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here is Philadelphia. The 76ers trail by 4. Parker outside. Inside. Here's O'Neal over Thurman. Here's Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Shaq. Clark comes in for Marc Gasol. Michael Finley, he's checked in for Butler. And it's Price in for Parker. Now, here is Red. Here's Griffin. And he banks in the layup. Griffin's got 6 points.
And that's just too easy. When Griffin gets to that area of the floor, expect him to finish.
Allen against Red. Price outside. Pass to Finley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Allen's shot is off.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Price against Frazier. Price outside. to the middle. Adebayo, and Griffin sends it back.
What a wingspan Isaac has. I mean, this guy is incredible at denying shots, and he loves to do it.
And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Marc Gasol is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. Then there's Parker. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Allen in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Gasol with the steal. Butler passes to Parker. A rebound by Thurman. Thurman's got 4 rebounds in this game. Red for 3, but they recover it. And the basket by Walton. Walton's got the lead up to 8 now for the Jazz.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Allen misses from close range.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Here's Parker. Following the score by Walt Frazier. Parker finds Butler.
Jimmy Butler showing us some nice moves and strong handles, too.
Jazz leading by 8. Passes it to Red. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Doing a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Iverson's checked in for Utah. And the 76ers call time here. We've seen Allen Iverson really have a great game.
Well, you know, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool him off.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thanks, David.
Iverson can score with the best of them. I tell you what, a volume shooter. He does not lack confidence and lets it fly from anywhere and everywhere.
Now, here's Parker. Back to Gasol. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Bill Walton.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
The first free throw is good.
And you know, when he came into the league, Gasol's weakness was thought to be defense, but now one of the NBA's premier post defenders.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Frazier scanning the floor. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And stolen by Iverson. Around against Gasol. That one drops for him. Thurman's got the lead up to 10 now for Utah.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Parker outside. To the paint. Here's Gasol. Another miss by Philadelphia. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Utah. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Here's Iverson. Rebound by the 76ers. Gasol's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Shaq with the slam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here's Iverson. Here's Frazier. No good on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Over in the corner, Allen. Butler finds Gasol. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. To the inside, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Yeah, and that's what you want from your point guard. Parker distributing the ball wonderfully on that possession.
Allen against Iverson, over Allen, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. It's stolen by Frazier. Here's the three, rejected by Gasol, and he recovers it, goes back up, and it's Frazier getting it to go. Frazier's got 4 points this quarter. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Jazz.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
The 19-foot shot. Iverson gets the bucket. And the Jazz lead by 8.
And the mid-range game of Iverson is quite steady. Has a rapid-fire release, and even at his size, it's hard to get to his shot.
And the 76ers call time here. They're trailing by 8. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Allen Iverson.
And he's had the hot hand tonight, Kevin, no doubt about it. He's gotten his field goal percentage up over 60, and you're only going to get it that high when you're taking good, smart shots.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. And O'Neal gets it to go.
O'Neal doing a nice job using his body so well whenever he has the ball. A top-tier scorer for sure.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And it's the Jazz's ball. They've led by as much as 10. And Parker comes with the help. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's the Jazz now. Iverson against Allen. Shot clock at 6. Iverson outside. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Jazz lead by 8.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
And the 76ers call time here. They trail by 8. 15 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
And here's Price for 3. Sampson pulls it in. Now here's Frazier. And so it's Utah with the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, Gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.
The chilliest play of winter was sent in from Ag Toy Soldier 98, who was clutch in their own right with a 3/4 court shot from the ground after the dive. The spring started to heat up with Ag King LaShawn 13, who
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Moments away. It'll be the... And we've got...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Always looking to bring his guys with him. Thanks, David. And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Jones is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Lanier in at the 5 spot. And for Denver, Robinson is out there with Hayes. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Durant. And it's Guerin in at the shooting guard position. So the wing on the left fires from the corner, and it goes down 2 points. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. The step back jumper is good.
Well, when you see KD run the court with the speed of a guard, hard to keep up with him once he gets out in the open floor.
LeBron passes to Leonard. The pass to Lanier. Jones, no one around him. The three-pointer, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Outside Durant, Robinson. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Back to Jones. Bennett, the pass to LeBron. Just 5 to shoot. Jones kicks to Leonard.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Down low. Guerin, no good.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Hardaway passes to Robinson. And it's Hayes in the corner. Outside Durant, 5 on the clock. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Lanier. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Jones, that's for 2. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
I mean, it looks simple, but LeBron makes it look that way.
And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game.
Maurice Lucas. Marquez Johnson.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Lucas. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Pettit, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Houston shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
1:52 left in the first. Here's Francis. Pass to Hayes. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Clock is at 3. Shoots over Starks. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one. Well, DeAndre Ayton is a walking double-double. This guy has a huge physical advantage on the nights that he's playing other bigs, whether that's by his size or his ability to run the floor. And if he comes out with an aggressive mentality, he could really punish some teams throughout the course of a regular season.
1:03 left to play in the first. Here's Pettit, defended by Lucas. Starks. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Starks has got 6.
And every time we see Starks, he looks a little more comfortable from range.
To the inside. Hayes. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
James outside. Here's Pettit, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And James is so unpredictable in the pick and roll because he can do anything he wants to do. You're at his mercy.
Mitchell outside. There's 21 seconds left here in the first quarter. Lucas, that's good.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
DeBusschere can't get the basket. Here's Mitchell. Hits it from three-point range.
And when he's hitting from deep, Mitchell's practically unguardable. Can't crowd him out there. He'll just drive right around him.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's respect the power on that throwdown.
Unreal. Now, LeBron James knows he can get around anyone at any time. So that time, nice work with the dribble.
Here's Francis, and the rejection by James. John Starks on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's Mitchell. Count that one. Mitchell's got 5 points so far.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Starks against Mitchell. It's good. Mitchell's got 4 points this quarter. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Houston. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, The agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Lanier, that's good.
Sometimes you like to see guys go with the bounce pass, threading it through there perfectly.
Here's Guerin, defended by Jones. Denver passing it around. KD against LeBron. Here's Hardaway. Captain coming off the assist from KD.
Well, KD, an awesome job there, just sharing the rock with his teammates.
Starks outside. And they double up James. Inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his first chance at the line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. And so Jones nails both of them.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
KD, that's for 2. Great D that time from Leonard. Rockets leading by 4. Starks outside. LeBron trying to free himself up. Rebound by the Nuggets. To the paint. Here's Lucas. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Passes to Lanier. Back to Jones. Another miss by Houston. The Nuggets have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Outside Hardaway. Here's Guerin, covered by Starks. That one rolling around and rims out. Houston's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Offensive rebound. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Lanier's got his second bucket of the night. KD, that's for 2. Denver gets it back.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
DeBusschere, he's checked in for Starks. The Rockets have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. The pass to James. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Like seeing LeBron go straight up with that shot. The catch and release almost instantaneous that time.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Johnson, he's checked in for Lucas. The Nuggets trail by 3. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Takes it out to Leonard. Off target from outside.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Johnson, the pass to Guerin. That shot, no good. And the Rockets take it the other way. And here's DeBusschere. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Lanier. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And doing a really solid job getting that ball inside. Much more of a physical presence here in the second.
Rockets have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Denver. Andre Ayton's checked in for the Rockets.
And Lanier is one of the most graceful big men to ever play this game. From his post moves to his outside shot to his defending. Everything about Lanier is fluid.
Now Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it fly. and he nails the jumper. KD's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And KD sets up those crossovers as a big 7-footer. He handles the ball so well, and that's a great decision out of a pick-and-roll set.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. They were never able to get the lead above 4. They turned it on in the second quarter, and instead of staring at a halftime deficit, they've got a 4-point lead. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets? And that'll do it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at John Starks in this game, he's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
We've got Johnson. He's out there with Robinson. Durant is out there with Hardaway. And it's Guerin in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
LeBron James, here's the report, Kevin. Still athletic.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 6. Tries it from 19. Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? No good. Shot missing. And it's Houston the other way. Here's James. Lays it up and banks it in. LeBron's got the lead up to 6 now for Houston.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm. The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Time now for an injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I just talked with Denver's head athletic trainer. He said that he does have a broken nose. It's definitely a painful injury, but not a worst-case scenario.
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
Trains it from beyond the arc.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Denver calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Hayes comes in for Robinson. And Lucas subbed in for Durant. All going. And the first one drops. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the Nuggets. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Pass to Ayton. Here's to Busher. And the three off target. The Nuggets trail by 10. Johnson kicks to Mitchell. LeBron with the block.
LeBron using his length that time perfectly. When he's in the area, you can't throw up anything lazy.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Here's Guerin. James covering. And that one's good. Guerin's got 4 points this quarter.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Ayton with it. Working on Hayes. Here's to Busher. Guerin grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail by 10.
You take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Leonard dishes to Jones. Good D by Mitchell. And so it's Houston going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We come back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. We've got DeAndre Ayton. Jones is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Pettit in at the 4. Poked away. Hardaway with the steal. And the rejection by LeBron. Mitchell against Jones. James outside. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Durant. Here's Hardaway. He dishes it to Mitchell. Can't cash in from close range. Rockets leading by 8. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Rebound by the Nuggets. Durant's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And Lucas slams it in.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now a timeout called by Houston. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, the Rockets coach had some words for his team during the timeout. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Thank you, David. 6 on the shot clock, and that one's good. Leonard.
And you know he's so good coming off the pick and roll, but what do you have to take away? There's so many ways Leonard can hurt you offensively.
Feeds it to Robinson, and Robinson throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I could settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Hardaway with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Durant's got the ball. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Lucas kicks to KD. It's good from long range. Now just a 3-point Rocket lead.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
LeBron passes to Bennett. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And so he makes both from the line.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Jones. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. And the Rockets lead by 7. Denver calls timeout.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, LeBron James.
And I would point to his shooting percentage as the key reason he's our pick. And that sounds simple, but he hadn't tried to do too much. He hasn't tried to force his shots. Just kind of waited and worked to get good looks. And in the end, he's found plenty of them.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Denver making a switch here. Hayes is checked in.
You think about how quickly it was that Kawhi Leonard just rocketed into superstardom. And as a leader of a very proud franchise, if you're a coach, he's everything you've maybe won in a player.
It's blocked. Jones, the pass to Lanier. Some nice passing there by Houston. To the middle, 5 to shoot. On the basket by Jones. Jones has got the lead up to 12 now for the Rockets. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to lose.
It's a solid blueprint.
That's pretty much the only way to keep them from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Here's Guerin. And Hayes kicks to KD. This one for 3. And Durant can't get that one to fall. And so James will bring it up for the Rockets. Down low. Here's Lanier over Robinson. Robinson with the block.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots.
And here's Houston. 9-point game. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Drops in the breakaway layup. And the Rockets lead by 13.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
James outside.
And we reached peak heat this summer with summer's winner at the real OG Billy, who ran defenders all over the place and put up a game-winning green in their face. It's all on you. Choose your top play of the year. Thanks for everyone for the awesome plays you submitted. We will keep looking for them on social media when you use the hashtag 2KTV.
Well, it's important to look your best on the road, and that's not lost on the Wizards. Here they are, coming into the arena earlier on. Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Robertson is out there with Wilkins. Then there's Marion. Then it's Weber, and it's Gilmore in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Chicago, we've got McAdoo. Ewing is out there with Barry, and it's Michael Jordan, and it's Phillips in at the point guard position.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. And this should be a fun one because of the pace these two teams play outdoors. It's all about up-tempo basketball.
Kev, I'll be surprised if the shot clock gets below 10 even once tonight. That's how fast both of these teams play. And consider this. In the NBA, across the entire 30 teams, your best field goal percentage always comes in the first 8 seconds of the shot clock. This should be tremendous.
Jordan inside, defended by Wilkins. Here's Barry. They get it back. The shot that time, not on target. For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Weber gets the bucket.
And how about the vision there from the Big O guys? Beautiful.
Phillips against Robertson. The 10-footer. Washington with the rebound. One-on-one fast break. launches it, hits the three-point foul.
And generally, Robertson's a guy that likes to play free throw line and below, but here's a time where he steps out and launches from beyond.
Jordan inside, defended by Wilkins. Barry. And just miss after miss right now. The Wizards have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Over Billups. Wilkins can't get it to go. Bulls still looking like they're getting going. It's a 5-point game. Jordan the pass to Ewing. Wilkins with the defensive effort.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pass to Marion. Fires top of the key. No good on that one. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Here's Barry. Good work defensively by Marion.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
The Wizards with another miss.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Here's Billups, and it's blocked. And they're running. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by McAdoo. McAdoo's got 4 rebounds in this game. On the pass to Billups. It's rebounded by Oscar Robertson. Wizards leading by 5. Right side Wilkins. Oh, and the dunk by Wilkins.
How about the high-flying acrobatics by Wilkins on that? Yeah, they call him the human highlight film.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. The Bulls shooting their first free throw tonight.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Washington. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Robertson. Fires from the wing. It's hauled in by the Bulls. McAdoo inside. Covered by Rollins. McAdoo, the pass to Barry. Frames the three-pointer.
And if there's one guy you know won't hesitate to pull the trigger, it's Barry. Before that pass even got there, you could tell his mind was made up. He was going to take that shot.
And Wilkins slams it in.
And I'm not sure it's even possible to throw it too high for Dominique. He has a vertical plus the length, and that's an alley-oop waiting to happen every time he runs the floor.
Stoudemire against Jordan, and it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Outside Williams to the inside Wilkins. That one doesn't drop, and Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. The shot's good from Jordan.
And that time the screener rolls and Jordan has room to get the shot he wants, makes a good decision to keep that one himself.
Robertson against Billups. Robertson outside. Got a piece of it and stolen by Billups. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Wizards lead by 1. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Chicago right now, we've got Barry. Jordan is out there with Chauncey Billups. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Mirazon in at the center position. Phillips against Williams. Over to the left wing.
Is there anything D. Will can't see and deliver on?
Chicago trailing here. Outside Jordan. Over Robertson. They get it back. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Here. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Maybe we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more. But it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Phillips passes to Boucher. Pass to Barry. Outside for Jordan. Offline with his 3. And Weber's got the ball here for Washington. Count that bucket. Robertson's got 11 points.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Chicago making a switch here. Heinsohn's checked in. And a switcher also for Washington. Wilkins is checked in for Darren Williams. Barry the pass to Ewing. Phillips against Robertson. Phillips dishes to Ewing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cloak loose. It's stolen by Wilkins. In transition, here come the Wizards. And Oscar Robertson with the slam.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Lobs it up for Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And you know how that play's going to end. Jordan in the air, adjusting effortlessly.
Here's Robertson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Michael Jordan. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls. McAdoo is checked in for Patrick Ewing. And he makes both free throws.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Wilkins against Jordan. Outside Phillips. Pass to McAdoo. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Clock at 6. And the officials call a traveling violation. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Washington leading now by 3. Robertson outside. Good, nice job down low.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. There's the pass to Heinsohn. And it's denied. 3-on-3. Here's Weber. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Berry. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here's Washington now. They're on a 12-4 run. Wilkins kicks to Merritt. Back to Wilkins. Out to the wing. Robertson passes to Marion. Over Berry. They get the rebound. Shot's good by Gilmore. Gilmore's got the lead up to 7 now for the Wizards.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Robertson against Phillips. Here's Jordan. The basket good off the assist from Phillips. Phillips has got 3 assists tonight.
And you can just see the extraordinary competitiveness. MJ staying laser focused after absorbing the contact.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's the Wizards. They finish off the second quarter on a 14-6 run. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. Their biggest advantage of the period was... And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Oscar Robertson has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
So on the floor for Washington, we've got Dominic Wilkins. Marion is out there with Weber. Then there's Robertson. And it's Gilmore in at the 5.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Here's Robertson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And just able to score in so many ways. Robertson puts the defense there in an impossible situation.
The Wizards shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
The free throw drops for Robertson. So he gets them both. And Chicago has possession, trailing by 5. Passes it to Jordan. Pass to Ewing. Shoots over Weber. Misses off the left iron. The Wizard shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. It's slammed in by Wilkins.
And he just possesses that ability to wow the crowd every time he steps on the hardwood. They don't call him the human highlight for nothing.
Barry misses. Wizards leading by 7. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's slammed in by Wilkins.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Chicago calls timeout. Oscar Robertson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Boy, he's been relentless, and to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Ewing the pass to Barry. To the paint, here's Billups. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, we all know Rick Barry can create for himself, but we get to see there what kind of passing skills he also possesses. What a sensational feed.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Chauncey Billups.
And Billups is a clutch performer, someone who isn't afraid of taking big shots. I just love how fearless he is.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Three-pointer. A shot by Wilkins, no good. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Jordan the pass to Ewing. Jordan inside, defended by Wilkins.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
And you look at Wilkins, everybody talks about the spectacular athleticism, but in some ways, I think he's just underrated as a basketball player. It just does so many things well for his team.
And he hits the first of 3. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10", with those hands, he's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1", I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man, and that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Bulls trail by 9. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Jordan. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
Here's Gilmore. Always going up for the alley-oop here, and stolen by Jordan. Here's Berry. It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And Weber throws it down.
And Weber, just tremendous size in the paint, easily rising up to take that one home.
Pass to Ewing. Here's Jordan. That one falls. Jordan's got 16 points.
Just doing what he can. He's competing and he's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
Bulls trail by 7. Oh, and the jam by Jordan.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I call that slam dunk contest level.
Robertson dishes to Weber. 1:30 left to play in the third. Five on the clock. Weber can't get that one to fall. Bulls have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here, the basket good off the assist from Billups. Now just a 2-point Wizards lead.
And that shooting touch of Berry, one of the best in the game. Silky smooth from just about anywhere on the perimeter.
Weber can't hit.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Outside Jordan for the lead. The rebound by Chris Webber. Weber's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Sean Marion with the slam.
And Marion finishes with strength there, demonstrating how athletic he is with that dunking ability.
Jordan against Wilkins. Knocked loose. Phillips up top. He has 5. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Phillips has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And how about the size Billups has at that point guard spot? Even when he gets hit, he's got the strength to play through the contact.
Now Weber. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Washington out in front. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. The Wizards with the lead. Berry is out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Chauncey Billups. Then it's Jordan. And it's McAdoo in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Robertson. It's hauled in by Barry. Barry's got his 4th rebound in this one to tie it up. And the shot is long.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Robertson's shot is off. And Chicago shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. And Billups gets it to go. Billups has got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Here's Robertson. The offensive rebound. Rollins. And it's blocked. They get it back. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line. Wizards making a switch here. Free throw good, Stoudemire.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Jordan against Wilkins. The pass to Boucher. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Boucher's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Outside Wilkins. Shot clock at 5. Here's Marion. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Well, as much scoring as Jordan does, the only thing he really cares about is that the team wins.
Here's Wilkins. Oh!
My goodness.
We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Ewing's checked in for the Bulls. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
The shot. That one off the back iron and out. Wizards have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the 4th quarter for them. And the jam by Stoudemire.
Stoudemire, just excellent timing on these alley-oops. It has that great connection with his teammates. Lob it up, and he'll take care of the rest.
Passes it to Ewing. Back to Billups. From the top of the key, here's McAdoo. Makes it off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Washington calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communication. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Oscar Robertson.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Here's Robertson. The shot misses. Solid defense right there from Billups. For Chicago, they've gone 4-7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Buries it from three-point range.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Stolen by Ewing, and now it's Billups running. He can go all the way, and it's sent back by Robertson. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Washington trailing. Master Wilkins. Good, and Weber gets the assist. Wilkins has got 5 points now in the quarter. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for it.
And the wide open shot from Billups. There's the triple.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Wilkins. Here's Gilmore. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Michael Jordan.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
Robertson against Billups. Doesn't go for him. Now the Wizards take it the other way. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Feeds to Weber. Rebounded by McAdoo. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Billups against Robertson. Inside, Ewing. It's blocked. Got it up in time. Oh, it's no good. And we're headed to overtime. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one.
Go.
And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for Chicago right now, McAdoo out there with Ewing. It's Michael Jordan. Then there's Barry. And it's Billups in at the point. Down low, here's Ewing. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Ewing. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
The shot's good from Robertson.
In the painted area, it's where Robertson can destroy you. He's just too strong and too skilled.
Outside, Billups. Ewing. But they'll get another chance. Double team on Ewing. Outside Jordan. 6 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Well, Chicago's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. To the inside. Here's Ewing. The basket good off the assist from Billups. And now a 4-point Chicago lead.
And how about the muscle inside from Ewing? Easily getting to wherever he wants to on that low block.
And Ewing with the block, and they'll keep possession. Wilkins kicks to Robertson. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Offensive rebound. Gilmore passes to Marion. Wizards passing it around. On deep. Washington gets it back. Gilmore shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Patrick Ewing. Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And so he makes both from the line.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a 1-possession win.
Here's Phillips. Good D by Weber. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Phillips, no good. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're down by 2. We've got 22 seconds left in the first overtime. What's your take, guys?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Here's a chance for them to retake the lead.
And they have done well to stick around these last few minutes.
Here's Weber. And Ewing with the block. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Chauncey Billups at the line for the Bulls.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
Washington calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. 11 seconds left in overtime. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
Three from Robertson. And so it's Washington with it. 4-point game. Yes!
Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Michael Jordan at the line for the Bulls.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
Marion outside. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game.
We've been checking out the 2K League since tip-off, and this season is on fire. And here's a look at what you can expect from the turn.
The NBA 2K League officially turns the page to their 4-day tournament on July 14th with all 23 teams participating.
The soaring CN Tower is seen from the waters of Lake Ontario, along with the rest of beautiful downtown. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. They've got Gilbert Arenas, Hill out there with Sabonis. Then it's Nash, and it's Giannis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Toronto, Havlicek is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Howard, and it's Bing in at the 2. Pass to Jackson. Off target from three-point range. On offense here, the Bucks.
And of course, Jaren Jackson Sr. played in the NBA for over a decade.
And yes, Jaren Jackson Jr., he talks about watching his dad, learning what it takes to be a professional in this league. That prepared Jackson Jr. to make an impact early on.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And that's why you always want the offense running through Tiny. He's a dual threat with his passing and scoring, and he's always going to make the right decision, like on that assist.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Dwight Howard. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Both good from the line that time.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Bing, the pass to Archibald. Havlicek outside. Goes up on the wing. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Arenas kicks it over to Nash. No good from outside. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. To the middle. Havlicek outside. Over Hill. They grab their own miss. Jackson trying to break free. Howard's shot is good.
And Howard always one of the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Outside Arenas. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Archibald. Jackson has the open look, and it's off from three-point range. Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. The question is always, how do you contain Giannis Antetokounmpo? Coach said, now that he's hitting the face-up jumper with more consistency, there isn't much left to take away. So we're going to try to make him work hard at the other end. That's what a lot of coaches say, guys, and they don't succeed very well. We'll see if they can do it tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, and among the many things to like about Hondo, he is strictly about the team. Willing to take on any role. He just wants to win.
The Raptors making a switch here. Roy's checked in. Here's Giannis. Unable to get that one. Excellent D from Howard. The Raptors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. To the paint, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Yeah, and Superman taking flight for the lob finish.
Bucks trail by 3. Nash outside. Passes it to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
He goes to the bounce pass there. Nice rhythm at the end of the play.
Raptors are gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Down low, here's Archibald. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And it's Arenas penetrating. Oh, and the jam by Arenas.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
And the rejection by Giannis. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. .59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Malone dishes the ball. Pass to Houston. Roy, that's a two-pointer. Another shot. Can be good. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
35 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Arenas. Oh, and the jam by Arenas.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
Roy passes to Campbell. Back to Roy. And Brandon Roy with the slam.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
Here's Arenas. Good D by Roy.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Raptors lead by 1. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me. I'm able to know where my team is going to be. I'm able to get to my spot.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
Roy out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Camby. Then there's Moses Malone. And it's Houston at the 3 slot. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
Ball no good. And so Green will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 1. Cooper with the bucket.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Inside. Here's Malone. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Drummond. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Hill, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Nash comes in for Gilbert Arenas.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
And that's tough to do from the mid-range because help can come from anywhere, but he beats everyone to the punch.
Hill passes to Nash. Drops in the tray. Nash has got his first 3 points of the game. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Giannis, he's checked in for Cooper, and Sabonis subbed in for Pau Gasol. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Well, now when you foul Drummond, he can hurt you a little bit at the line. He's much improved.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Here's Giannis. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Raptors trail by 5. Lobbed up there for Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Here's Drummond, and it's denied, but they recover it. Shot clock at 6. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Here's Giannis. No good that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Nash, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. Some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Gilbert Arenas is checked in for Drummond.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Here's Nash, and it's good for 2. And now a 4-point Bucks lead.
How about the feel and the awareness he had there, finding his teammate behind the defense on the break.
And he comes up with the deuce. Howard's got 8 points.
And that's Howard's game. These interior looks that he puts in so easily.
Nash up on top, covered by Havlicek. Arenas is doubled. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. There's 10 seconds left in the first half. Here's Havlicek. Here's Howard. Count the basket. 10 points for him.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Milwaukee on top. They're up by 2. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic from Gilbert Arenas.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
On the court for the Bucks, they've got Sabonis. Gilbert Arenas is out there with Nash. And there's Hill. And it's Giannis in at the 5. Milwaukee in the lead. To the middle. 7-foot shot. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Nash has got 3 assists in the game. Toronto shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Bing, the pass to Havlicek. Here is Howard. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits. The pass to Sabonis. Arenas with it. High, arcing shot. It doesn't go for him. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And that one's good. Bing.
And remember, Havlicek was a highly recruited quarterback, so you see his passing ability on that one.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount.
Malone's checked in for Toronto. They get it again. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And if Giannis is anywhere close to you, don't shoot. His length covers a ton of ground, and boy, is he fast.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Here's Houston. He's guarded by Hill. Releases from 15. Misses off the right iron.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot. I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Here's Archibald. And he makes good on the layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Milwaukee's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Nash, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
It's his first trip to the line. The Raptors making a switch here. Roy's checked in, and Milwaukee also making a switch. Pau Gasol's checked in for Sabonis. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Pass to Houston. Puts up a 3. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Houston's got the game tied up here for the Raptors. Outside Arenas. Back to Nash. He feeds it to Gasol. Sinks that one from the post. Gasol's got 5 now.
Tall with a terrific skill set. Gasol remains one of our better scorers inside.
1:51 left in the third quarter of the game. Houston can't get it to go. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Moses Malone. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Lonzo Ball is checked in for the Raptors. And both free throws good for Giannis.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Raptors trail by 4. Pass to Howard. Here's Houston. Pulls up. He squares up and sinks it. Houston's got 5 points now this quarter.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Oh, and the jam by Arenas.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Toronto calls timeout. Look at Gilbert Arenas. What a contribution.
This guy is killing you, and so far I haven't seen a good adjustment defensively.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Pau Gasol. .103 left to play here in the third. Bobbed up there for Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
This is why Lonzo Ball was drafted number 2 overall. Elite vision and size.
Here's Giannis. Goes to the reverse layup and traps it in. Antetokounmpo's got 16.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
No coverage that time.
Aside from the rim runners in this league, most bigs are now asked to help stretch the floor.
Here's Nash. A second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Bucks lead by 3.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. And Howard with the stuff.
And in his day, one of the top scorers in the league. Howard turning back the clock.
In the corner, Drummond with it. Arenas, that's a 2-pointer. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
And what I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
That concludes the third quarter. It can... 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Raptors with the lead. Howard is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Brandon Roy. Then there's Havlicek, and it's Bing in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Havlicek kicks to Roy. Just 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. On the wing, Arenas. And they double up Arenas. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And it's Toronto with the rebound. And now in transition, it's Roy. Here we go. And stolen by Arenas. And up the court come the Bucks. On the break, Hill leading the charge.
And the word you got to use is explosive out there when talking about Grant Hill. He's one of those guys who doesn't wait for the game to come to him. He goes out and just makes things happen.
The first one falls. Second free throw, no good.
He is definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
Here's Archibald, covered by Giannis. The shot's good, and the Raptors lead by 2.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
Timeout called, the Bucks. One of the stories here, Dwight Howard getting it done today.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Here's Archibald. Passes to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Takes the 13-footer. Again, Toronto.
Rising to the occasion. He found a way to get himself open and get his shot.
Working the mid-range, but you would think the defense would be keying on him.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Giannis has got it all tied up now for the Bucks. Havlicek outside. Bobbed up there for Howard. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Hill has the open look. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Archibald with the bucket.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Sabonis, no good. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
And the Raptors call time here. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Dwight Howard.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Hill against Havlicek. Over Hill. Here's Howard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, and when Howard loads up inside, I think the defense is smart to foul and send him to the line.
Dwight Howard taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Nice job extending the lead and making this a 2-possession game now.
Outside Arenas, near the 3-point line. It's Nash. Not enough on that one as it misses. Pass to Houston. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Havlicek outside. Toronto needs to get off the shot. And again, Toronto no luck. Bucks trail by 5. For 3, Hill. Rebounded by Jackson. On the wing, Havlicek. He's guarded by Hill. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Yep, it counts. Antetokounmpo's got 16 here in the second half.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Kicks it to Howard. to the inside. Houston, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Houston, a pro at initiating the contact, an aggressive shooter who's looking for opportunities to get to the line.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Productive trip to the line extended their lead.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're behind by 7. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's 42 seconds left in the game. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
At the line from your Raptors, Jaren Jackson Jr. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
And that's a wrap. Those free throws being the nail in the coffin.
Here's Arenas. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Here's Archibald. Havlicek outside. Lets a floater go. He lays it in. Havlicek's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Raptors. And here's Hill for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so